Um, the family on Akusha on Akabo on Adu. This is Sakas TV with regular program Salon for Better. And as we can be gonna come updates about things them and happenings the way they go on in Sierra Leone. Today we gonna come somebody we can talk a lot of things them where they go up in the country we will feel say and not go right as a democratic country. You understand? So and this not so no other person who go bring gonna come a human rights activist. We always they speak on behalf of the Sierra Leone people, the voiceless. We not so nobody na Gibril Bangura. We at least we go and talk a lot of things that we they go on at the country for the past 4 years. We the SLPP government we led by Madabio. We they run the country because as far as me concerned, I know we call him brigadier because from the time we a top pulling boss, we na Valentine Strasser, we na be captain. I don't know who say ain't go do them cause the day for let reach up to the brigadier when they call him. Me, I no go reach that side, but other people they go church day. But I mean, no left that day for another day. Would you welcome Gibril Bangura to Sakas TV? Gibril Bangura, welcome to Sakas TV.
Fambulem, Unado, and thank you, Sakas, for bringing me back in today. Now, when I no more able to get Gibril Bangura.
Yeah, as we go on, Mr. Gibril Bangura, we get a lot of things then for church on today, but the first one while church on I believe say you they part of the All People Congress we na the senior and political party we gets majority of the population then na the na Sierra Leone. And I don't know because they be all on a back, they turn on a upside down when Alfred Peter Court said Keuna gonna courts, NRM come, then they talk about reform, this and that, but it look like say the party hierarchy we headed by the former president, we still in the leader and chairman of the party. They accept all the laws them way, the rules them way, the people that we say the party for reform bring and make another new constitution. But it's on constitution don't come now. So what do you want to talk about the constitution, Mr. Gibril Bangura?
Abdullah, let God give we long life and well body. And let God make law we learn for listen. Where you learn for listen, you go able to understand. But when you not listen, you dey always dey in trouble. First of all, God give we a leadership where they listen. When Dr. Anarchy Kroma, they listen to people where some people inside the APC. First of all, I say this. Me na a registered and a proud registered member and a particular holder of the All People's Congress. So I want to make that side clear to everybody. Then if I can continue, after the election, 2018 election, where they wrongfully take the presidency in Wuhan due to other person because this other person we fail mother bill in many craft people threaten say they will go back na bush, bring back another war na the country. Now they the West because they no want spend another money na that country then say okay APC una don't rule for 10 years. una allow them why let them say rule so that this thing until now don't get parliament majority in the parliament, let them take the presidency so that things then will be okay. And I think we make it take long for let we able to get a winner. For let them announce officially a winner. But eventually they announce, when they announce, then declare the SLPP as the winner. As the winner. Where logically, Sierra Leone, the way they vote, would they vote based on particular. And no way, no day, for let you win parliament, then you not carry the presidency. It's not possible. But because the West can be want peace in the country, that will fragile peace will get, but let it continue. What did they do? They say, okay, Una don't get the parliament, let them get the presidency, so that Una will work together. After that one day, some people and them begin going to say, oh, that the appoint where they appoint Samura, the select where they select Samura, and that make will also blah 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 blah. President Koma being that man where they listen. Now they say, I all the blame. Una put an amid, na me. You say what you now want. Then say they don't want a reform. Now I say una get up, una set up a commission, and then set up the commission. Then go them finding, then come and say that this and that, now they will go wrong. Now they say, well, what you ask, what you now want we do? They say that for reform, change the constitution. Say that's it, that will do it. Then go, then change the constitution, but then fail to realize say this government now a government will consist of a bunch of tricksters. When a village tricksters, because anybody will get street smart. The kind where they play politics, not to say they play politics. You know they be a trickster like. You come on a bush, one can be a trickster inside Freetown, you are a damn liar. So then now this government uses opportunity for infiltrate with people away and rebel the likes of Alpha Khan and others. Even where they don't make the constitution for let them go and go do some things in that convention and protocol, they put an injunction to that and everything. But thank God, we get a leader where they listen. We don't get a constitution, a legal constitution from March 25th. Now we don't get them. And now in our law book for now, until further notice.
Okay, Mr. Gibril, when I don't go on a constitution, but I think say, yeah, the PPRC be one delay the constitution, but it depends to the pressure where the All People Congress give. They release and now the constitution don't they on for let the All People Congress go with their activity. I feel say una get something a court where Fisher, where them put as the judge within the All People Congress, where you not even qualify for practice within the Bar Association of Sierra Leone. But just because Mother Bio, me I know they call her Brigadier and I know they call her Excellency because na man way me know say in the cadet way go na Momo and Wef be put her inside they not qualify because the man will not get O levels. And besides, where he go up to the side where he pushing steps so and not qualify up to where the car can't top with Srasa. So and then they call her Excellency and then they call her whatever because I know say the man we
I just want to make excuse me, I just want to make correction. Not to Momo in West Putande. The late Momo, you know na man we like lawn tennis and I be a very good lawn tennis player. Even you go every weekend they go na Jala, now they go play lawn tennis. And by then, even they date this Bio, in sister, this Agnes Bio, wait for the Sanko be married. And by then, the Bio was a dropout. Now he didn't take her and enlist her at the military. Now he take her to the military under the APC.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Like what they say now, like what you don't talk so, like what you sabi they come from, you understand, eh? And as you don't explain like what happens, so these guys, them, what would they try for talk right now? You understand? And we say, them people they don't do all waiting and get for do like in the past 4 years. You no get nothing when they get for showcase. Gibril, what you get for talk way like every year you dey na the diaspora, you know, see every year president gets something way they can't tell in people them. Then the why the same way for can't tell somebody where they know for a year simultaneously at the time they see AYV get technical faults, SLBC get technical faults. Gibril, I look at that thing the way happen. If it's a technical fault or a gameplay.
Abdullahi, last year, where this government turned to then take 3 years. We see Madab, you know, radio station or the way you know book. Now, in them promise the people of Sierra Leone, they waited and not be able to fix, them go fix them. The 4th year. Where them promise say, them go build waited and call delivery room. Yeah, a delivery center. And I say them call it, I mean they call it no more delivery. Then say I didn't train the minister them how to deliver. But at the end of the day, they're not able to succeed. The lies, one lie they lead to another lie, everyday lie, then they commission every day. Abdullah, these are the governments, then they always tell you, say, these are the governments, now we are the first governments, we don't do this. Now we are the first government where marry what kind of power. Now we are the first government we don't do this. And indeed, this are the first government where go commission a drone, $100 drone. President go there for go commissioner. This are the governments where they plant this na Tomago, then go harvest in Vietnam. This are the first government. Inside 4 years, the debt we then take now $3 billion. $3 billion. APC inside then 10 years. They not even take up to $1 billion. So if coincidentally, now put on that way, coincidentally, SLBC, AYV, and 98.1 develop technical issues the day where this government, the 4 years, you smell the fish? Abdullah. I don't know if not there, me not there you now.
I dey get you.
Okay. You smell the fish? You don't smell the fish?
Yeah, waiting at the thing, Jibo.
Mm-hmm.
These people, why make they ask you, why make they say, let you say what you get for say, because it's like these people, What you they talk regarding the 4 years, which they don't do, I not be able to understand when the former presidents be they in power, and it's by coma. When them people, I be they surprised how them people they convert 1 to 101, then they convert 2 to 202. I not be no say them people are then full of propaganda. And the former president be don't talk and say the propaganda for let kind to power, but when you kind to power, you know the propaganda for rule the people them. So now this big thing now they happen. Me, the kind of lie why they come out na madla bio a mort. I don't know if he say something as Sierra Leonean, no. And they believe. Madla bio the lie where the lie past Salon people them. Madla bio not to Sierra Leonean. And you know get love for people. Now the same thing with human we get. And we not go talk about the kind of career where human be get before they cancel, but the way then they lie, and not look like them as Leonean. So like we don't say we don't talk we talk about the constitution. The APC constitution don't come out. It don't legally don't valid. But what's our lady say back still this boy named Fisher. Our boy named Fisher. Because I know say la police of Wales go. In fact, them they call her dirty gengbe. The dirty smell where they go school, clean. Now all political party will get over 400,000 voters. Fisher they can hold them at ransom. We in case we not get aid, we not get it. What you want to say about this Fisher guy, Jibo?
If I come back to before they come to Fisher, I'll just want to make a quick make to Madabio. You see, Madabio not get a vision. Now a leader will not get a vision. Anybody will get a vision when you take presidency. Before you take presidency, you did deliver. You get time for campaign. And when you campaign, you do propaganda. But when you then are governance, now delivery. No more propaganda because anything when you say, now policy statement. But Madam, you being the leader will not get vision. Now that making you able to succeed. Already they come for, but enrich themselves. Like how they enrich themselves, so that's it. But besides that, they're not getting no vision for that country. And I'll be like, I they tell you this for free. If Madabio power left farm come 2023, where power they left farm, not say even a if he go able to succeed for escape, he not go sit down as then I they tell you for free. Like how and his commodity inside Salon, but when he left power, first he come out to go run a mission, then he come back. He drive around the town, do things them by himself. Then if I go to Fisher, you see that's what they call tribalism. It kill a country. And then put Fisher in that position, they purposely for kill the APC. Because they're not saying a Creole. So then they use them. Say, oh, anything a Creole, they're not going to say na Mende. But Fisher, they talk say how, then they call him mama. How they not go call you mama? You don't go outside picking and they kapu. Then you say pama, they not for what pama pa. You know lie, you lie. Fisher come America last year. You sabi Abdullah Jallo, we been be the PA to Chief Sam Sumana. I think he work na LaGuardia airport or I don't know which one pan the airport the way they work. Now he called me. He say somebody come to me. I say what are the post? He say Fisher. he really want to una meet, he want to talk to you. Now I tell her, I say, I know they talk to that man. I say, tell her, say, I know get reservation for her. Until he go, he spend 1 week now. Then call me, say, I not talk to her. Fisher now use and the user. We don't, but if Nagawe gets sense, he will not say, oh, then guy there, now use and they use me. You don't see them, don't use Mfali, then dump am. FEK Dabo, then user, then dump am. Then they use you when you don't get used again, then dump you. Worse than sending for let go do bad, you deny, now dump, then don't dump you. So Fisher, if it will say he go able, then go able user for destroy APC, now lie. Because APC get open picking them. And the party APC, it belongs to the grassroots. The only way you go succeed for take APC, you get for kill everybody. But if you're not able to kill everybody, forget it.
Okay, yeah. Me family, one other to watch in a Sarcas TV with the program Salon for Better. We there with Gibril Bangura, when a human rights activist. We talk about the 4 years of the SLPP anarchy. We don't happy in a salon. We don't get nothing we then do for salon people them. Now out for kill people them, jail people them, human rights abuse. When you talk the right thing and catch you, then lock you. Like that thing there, any particular government will come back in governance. We get for look into them thing there and bring them come to book and let justice making cause. Because right now the president George will then get with and call him Adrian Fisher we in England he come out. I don't know whether can be a cab driver or na be security. They can put her as George na salon because they not empower and then they get problem with the political party when the main opposition party na salon na the All People Congress. So this guy when a Fisher we come out England we even not qualified through the Bar Association na Sierra Leone when and all meet with the criteria for like practice. But SLPP with the headed by Julius Madabio, we topple in boss when a Valentine Srasa a Watrona a come now a take button and go put and pay himself call himself brigadier because not call him brigadier because all the in-service the man not the administrative know-how for let it become a brigadier then they call him brigadier now then they do everything they want for do in the country. So but we get somebody way at least now a human rights activist where it don't affect for the freedom of Sierra Leone people couple of years ago for Molenga even before Molenga kind of power when Gibril Bangura now we talk to right now. Mr. Gibril, what do you want to talk about the 4 years where this SLPP don't in power? What you feel say the success and failure the way they do for the Sierra Leone people? Gentlemen, I get some.
You get me now?
Yeah, so what see you feel say that guy for these 4 years what they do when a successful team for the Sierra Leone people, Mr. Gibril?
As I dey talk, SLPP, the first day we dem kind of power, April 4th. Now in them fail the people. That same day we dem take power. Now the same day they fail. You know what to make a talk so? You know the kind of power. You lock the country. Declare state of emergency 1 year. Then at the inauguration, still try for arrest the security of the former president. Begin to run after people and go after judges them. Take motorcade and people in hand. It just sounds like a revolution. Where NPRC in kind of power, that same thing with them do. That is same tactic in them. That from that day they in them fail. Abla like how they talk. Sierra Leone, under this government, they don't take 30 billion. 30 trillion millions yet win at $3 billion. $3 billion, just 4 years. And they reflect. Look the hardship in the country. Look at people and they suffer in Sierra Leone. People and they suffer. If you come on here, you get any existing condition, medical existing condition, when you go salon, make sure say you go with all what you need. But if you not go with her, I'll be like, they die. But who people away don't come on? When are there young people? Where they come on, they go. Most of them they know they return. Because the hospital Panadol, when a Panadol, they do. We see the Okam, he tell me say, they don't spend $50-something million now Tomabo for let people let them plant gas. We see now Vietnam, they go big gas now Vietnam. He go Vietnam for go big race. Not for 4 years. Why they not able to harvest this race? 4 years. Who's rest that one day? When you plant for 4 years, you're not able to harvest. I don't know which kind of variety that you, but me not see that kind of rest date. Then come electricity where them be meet. All don't go. The agreements where APC they make with that talking ship where they give power now Victor. Where them come, now all know they renegotiate. Where them renegotiate every year. Then they say $9 million. Every year, then they save $9 million. But still, look at light no day, water no day, food no day, petrol. Not you don't go so 1 liter petrol, 15,000. If you don't go to 18,000, if the drivers they'll not be for strike. If I don't go to 18,000, me not see nothing. Oh, then say, oh, the free education. He can't talk now. Say how people comrade and they save each comrade they save $500 for the free education. When a blatant lie, everything about them a lie. Everything about them a lie. One deception, they lead to another deception. 4 years wasted. Money, they don't go. Abdullah, today, one small helicopter go land na Kenima. If you see the one old Kenima town, where them go see this helicopter, the brother, it's shameful. Helicopter. Now, that at the level of backwardness where Madabio don't send Sierra Leone. The level of backwardness and helicopter. When people then they see helicopter, then they run like say now heaven don't open. People then they suffer. transportation inside Madabi in 4 years. For Komoka alone, for Canfrito, now 400,000 leons. One way. 400,000 one way. For Komoka alone, for Canfrito. So, these 4 years, now 4 years where Sierra Leoneans.
As a matter of fact, which they talk about right now, Jibo. That area they now void for SLPP, no get not winning they do for the people them.
But the people they say the people they know they vote because of that. Then they vote based on tribal sentiment. This now people they wait and Eskuma want help them. They say no, let not help them. Where them party can have power, the party go help them. Yeah, the mayor where be lady.
Okay, Jibo.
Build a stadium. That stadium where they also. Now they be for day.
Okay, Gibril Bangura, we don't talk about something regarding the APC constitution. I believe say they don't put things in place. Waiting at church back. What do you think about these 4 years where this mother bill and I don't know because say where David Francis be label the APC because they say bunch of cool criminal. I don't know why label there SLPP guy because na proper thief man and the one and then council bomber.
Abdullah.
What you want to talk about them 4 years?
The Arata don't be past the push. You know what President Kumar talk then there where the young generation.
Okay, you talk about the 4 years. Now look at this guy where they go put bar where they play with APC then constitution. This Fisher we na piece of Wales go because I get me one my colleague will be there my dear. We na be damn dirty guy where they go school in no decent. We na then go put as judge for judge the APC case Fisher. What you want to say about this guy?
Like I don't tell you, Fisher na just a tool. Now just a tool. Then put on there because of him try. They gonna be a bus driver. Now be a bus driver in England. I they go take anyway. They're in position then the UK will take somebody from the streets and get in position under this Medicare dispensation.
Jibo. Another way sample Fisher. Then girl and Abacha self will take care of Fisher. What about the propaganda when at the 4 year way they didn't governance? Things they wouldn't talk to them for doing or not do Jibo.
Hey man, the young guy they don't fail. They don't fail. Mother be not afraid God. He say waiting. He don't do all things we been there in manifesto. And he even do extra. He don't do for Then he even put Bonia pan top.
He say he put Bonia pan top. Yes, we hear that.
Yeah, now the angry. Now the Bonia we put pan top. The angry. The history setting angry. Hunger. Sierra Leone don't get number 3. The most hungriest country in the world. Sierra Leone day number 3.
My family una just a check we out. This na say Cat TV with the program Salon for Better. We do Gibril Bangura when a human rights activist where they talk for the voiceless na salon. Jibo, go ahead.
Oh, this man he plants rice na tomabo. He go harvest. He go harvest na
Vietnam.
Na Vietnam. This is the kind of water they deal with. Excuse me. This is the kind of water they deal with. They not get message. Look like that election Akoya. You know how much money we then got in this playing that? Buy motorcycle them, buy this, buy that one for the chief them. do this, buy motor car them for the children where they still then lost. The people are then tired.
Okay. Maybe people as when they listen, this na Gibril Bangura una they listen to na a human rights activist. We couple of years back, he don't they talk for the freedom of Salon people especially like we Mother Bioka into governance with them come, then they can use way for intimidate use people them. Gibril Bangura they still they in the fight for the freedom of the Salon people. So people now they listen. As soon as don't get from Gibril Bangura. Gibril Bangura, which is the last word you want to try for tell people the law round up this program because Jibo, you get any idea about the airport so they say they for extend the airport or bring people they for vantage the airport?
Now other white elephants.
Uh-huh.
Now other white elephants.
Uh-huh.
You remember where them cancel that my mama project. Where them we don't pay for already everything. The project when they go up. Then cancel that.
Yes.
Then tell we say then they bridge, then they build Lunge Bridge, then they put train Panam, then they do this. Now white elephant, now big lie, big fat lie. You see, the Suma group of companies, initially then tell we say the extension where then they make na Lunge Airport, government no they pay 1 cent. How the arrangement go, how the arrangement no go, parliament no know, not to themselves. And guess what? Stuma group of companies, they don't stop the work. They say government for pay 70% up front. This is how they pull that money. The people are then too deceptive. They lie. But a one old new airport, it been cost 350 million. You cancel it. And now you say government for pay for spend about almost the same amount for renovate the old one. Damn, additional terminal. Something is not right. And the group of Suma companies then said they cancel they cancel that today, and then guy look like say then they go. So law will anger first. So then say now they don't anger. They don't tell them say them for pay 70% up front so that the work will continue. So the airport now so it comes to a standstill now as I talk to you.
Yeah, maybe people will not just say join me. This is Saka CV with the program Salon for Better. We there with Gibril Bangura and it just to talk about things that really happen in the country right now. We at least people don't they understand what they go on because the current administration they're full of human rights abusers where they go on at the country and we just get for people who they break down the things that we then they do. We're not right for the country. And we'll get Gibril Bangura right now on Sarkas TV. We a human rights activist and they talk about all the bad things that were to happen. And then this administration on 4 years now power. They're supposed for yes. This administration on 4 years now power. And then let me compare against certain things the way happen. Gibril, we petrol be 6,000. Where the current bobo and they call a man na bobo Ben Kelfala where they put na anti-corruption. He call people them for come out a way black because petrol go 6,000. And after that now, then go make an anti-corruption commissioner where he not even qualified because he not the criteria, he not work it if he's a lawyer. you know, reach it you know, meet the criteria it for let it be anti-corruption boss, then go stick and they. We they talk now and they bring come now, things the way happen within the 4 years we SLPP did our governance, way then they misuse, abuse people them now the country because them feel them they in power and no say power it left you at any time. Okay, now look at Ben Kenfala. Then go make an anti-corruption commissioner. We no be don't qualify for be the people in the way na senior lawyer then at the country for supposed to be there, not the day. Then do that. So it's like the kind of disruption we don't come na the saloon government we make things they happen now. People in the doubt say, hey, which side saloon they go? Abbas Mundu. A kind of saloon passport say sell. And take him back, they can put and make him Speaker of Parliament. Alaki.
Illegally.
Hello?
They put on the illegally.
Illegally, yeah. So I just want if you certain things say no more, we don't go on within this short time where you self know. And me self they try for being American fella, you know, we don't qualify for go be anti-corruption, but we the look better fella, we see and say, you know, saying a criminal, a thief man, a Chris man, a Chris dog. You look Fatima, you look Lima, where they look at you know say this nonsense now village boy. So
now bush people.
Eh?
Now bush people.
So then even David Francis so don't go put that foreign affairs for them don't go cleaner. When you see David Francis in face, you see like them Chris don't go they pass it kakana ticket. You see all them people in here we come and damage the country. So we're not happy about that. But we see one let you do Gibril Bangura, just give a summary, give a round background, but then but one thing way I will call upon on our back and all people Congress when government change, then the all fact get for canto book because Malabio Naim brainwash and say in kill the do this and the left hand and yeah forget on me go. So we come and carry it we can do the go free. But it's not get for possible. But which I want do for we want to give round up and close this program and we'll come another day for talk more about the program. Yes, over to you, Mr. Gibril Bangura.
Abdullah, if you see the head rotting, all parts from the body rotting. I dey start with Madabio, nothing win that 2018 election. Then just put on there, and the outcome right now, they show say yes, they will not be win that election. Abbas Bundu, they put on there illegally. The position where he occupy. Now the majority members of parliament. The party will get the majority members of parliament. Now we supposed to get that position. Ben Kefala, it not be reach the stage for let them make an anti-corruption commissioner. But all them people there, this na plan where we don't see them, they don't plan how to damage that country. We all see how they come. They put 11 parliamentarians that come up from parliament. We see how they take policemen them, take them at the well of parliament, a sacred ground, just like in Naya. Go get the capital Naya. All the one they will go to January 6th. Not then they go through legal issues there. So now left day. All them parties there, where them people are them put them there for a purpose. Francis Ben Kefala, may you to see where Francis Ben Kefala to line teacher them. Now cutting 3. He say now for examination malpractice. But chief minister, where it if 1 million, then kefala na ina the lawyer, we can defend her. The man wait for defend where they prosecute corrupt people. But all waiting they do, it defend anybody when not to SLPP or not to Mede. We don't see the office of the first lady where they accuse them about corruption. The evidence there. He said in they go back 13 years backward for go investigate the one where been did. He come, he say case no day. We see the audit reports, this last one will come out. Waiting he talk about the president in corruption. Where he take money, cash money, almost 500,000. Was it 500,000 or more? Where then take her and go na Lebanon. He said they investigate and he talk am say how some man them then go spend Christmas na jail. Not lie. And if you watch in pardon, if thing come for APC, it make it publicizer. But any corruption will come up from their own side. If you go na page, you know they put on there. You know they put on there. Like this guy, London Jets, where then thief. Now the ministry. Here one woman. Not to London Jets, today they take peso. Look, all them corrupt people the way they inside SLPP. They're Alpha Timbo them. Look Alpha Timbo. Where they eat them picking at the rest. He said go investigate. Then later he said the court say they're not going to. Can you imagine that? Hey brother, the people of Sierra Leone, then go ask for justice when the time reach. This is not an APC case. This will be the people of Sierra Leone versus SLPP. Madabio and Indonesia. This is not an APC. We the people of Sierra Leone therefore go after them people there and we'll go hold them accountable. And thank God Fatima Biobi don't declare mob justice. And we read and they call her excellency. And anything we come on and emote now a policy statement. And we don't see where then the mob justice people where then say if you know he say would not to SLPP not to Sierra Leone. You see how then they treat them. But American remember na Indian appeals say the language.
Okay, Mfambulem, una we just a journalist and say I cast TV to program Salon for Better. And as Gibril Bangura already talk, and this na human rights activist, it don't begin from day one where SLPP come into governance. Now in Gibril Bangura don't know see then guy you are not too better mortal man then. And I'm not better. Mother be always also Bufumba. When people in there now they find job in America, they know say somebody don't sit down 21 year. It no work. The woman will be gets. Now welfare be day. We get the batwa. Una go take out, una go make go make a president. Which one I expect for that? Okay, no commodity. Mr. Gibril Bangura. This thing what we talk about, who they round up. This guy, he don't lie on people there for the past 4 years. Free education na bomb. Tomabo Mures na bomb. Lunge Ferry na bomb. Tapalapa na bomb. The World Arts and hospital for open na bomb. Now, you get an opposition where you get carried the largest supporters in the country. Then go give this Bobo name Fisher, where them they call Dotty Yengbe, where they go Prince of Wales. And where you know meet with the criteria for the practice na Sierra Leone. But
I don't think of that.
okay, so now, Chibo, which are you round up this case for we today na Sierra we think the way they go on at the country regarding this man go na courts where he get problem with the All People Congress with Alfred Peter Conte. For leggy ruling instead, they go call one body na Holland. Say the Secretary General. We big pass we get respect pass in my mind, Papa we bonam. Say the Secretary General for call Adebayo, where the man no say and he don't pull press release. Say you not get nothing for do that guy, and the guy don't always talk and say you not get associate with the All People Congress. Say if I call Adebayo, let Adebayo publicly lay apologize because he cost him mama. And this boy in Holland we na Adebayo. It don't cost former president, it don't cost CS and it don't cost all man. So
Right.
what do you think about this talk with this Fisher talk? If you say it all water all na gimmicks for just letting the lady All People Congress for letting get activity.
All water. I'm like, there were Fisher, he got the case, so he not got the case, so would they give 2 times in favor now Dr. Samura.
Mm-hmm.
Now the other candidates them we get for participate and they deprive. And this is a tactic where SLPP they don't they work on. Say we will make the let them get a party leader at the end of the day so that by the time when they will bring everybody come together, when they don't get a leader, when they will bring everybody come that election. But not to show you the work. The people of Sierra Leone they're tired. You where they watch me. I want where the tell reach for go register. If you not Okada rider, if you not Poda rider, if you not Keke rider, if you get bicycle, if you get wheelbarrow, help somebody ride and save Sierra Leone. Give somebody ride. Not say, oh, let APC come pay you. This not time for save Sierra Leone. This we all get for join together and register. Where the tell reach, June 24, we go vote against this government. If this government would give them 5 years, then turn the country to add and turn and soul. Tribalism everywhere, hunger and starvation, suppression, oppression. You give them another 5 years. If you sit down, you don't go register, for let you go vote. You give them another 5 years for let them suffer you and you cooking them. And God not will ever forgive you. When the time reach, go register, and when the time reach, you go vote. Now for help. Now we help each other, Sierra Leoneans. Especially we were common at the north, the northwest, and some of the people in the east. Because the only side where me trust now the dark corner area. APC, all is APC, they get seats they do. But the other parts them, then they give them give me position there. Well, member of parliament are not a commodity. The only side again will get a member of parliament. Then Moyamba, that border between Yoni and Moyamba. And recently we get a councillor, seats na bomb. So when the time reach, this not about you tribe, this not about you party, this na about for save Sierra Leone. So when the time reach, me I dey appeal to una. You where they watch me. When the time reach, help somebody for let una go. Let you can go, let you go register. We don't know able to read. Help them read for them and can go register. If una not allow, una not do it, then people there, una give them another 5 years where they not get for engage for rerun or for let them run back. Then they empty that country today. 1 liter petrol, una go buy 100,000 bills. I've been telling una before. 2017, I've tell una say this man if una vote on 1 liter petrol, una get for buying 20,000. Now in the council. So I dey appeal to una. Now all make sacrifice. Give somebody a ride. If now wheelbarrow yourself you get, take person put another wheelbarrow with you. Can go take you neighbor, can go take you picking and care them go. Let them go register. When you picking the way legible for votes come June 2023. So that we go save we country. We don't talk. We don't talk till we talk till election come. Now
Before we just enjoy me, this is a cast TV to program Salon for Better. And we there with Gibril Bangura, we talk about the upcoming events, about treating the happiness salon. And Jibo, you know, if you say like people them away don't get woman the old and non scatter, get picking the old and non scatter. They come in terms to election. You know, if you say this SLPP, Madabio and Jonta government get planned for week.
They get a plan for rig. But this election, now in get for bring war. If they attempt for rigor. Posse way angry. He get one at. When Posse angry, he get one at. And when they try for come up and poverty, they try for can deep and down, he first back. And me, I tell you for free, 2023 election. They're not going to rigor.
Okay.
Then go attempt. But we're not going to get that chance. And I tell you this for free, I'll be like, take this back from me. Then we know they are lost to 2023, then they go. Mark my words. Then we know they are lost to 2023, then they go. Injectment notice now they give them. They evict them.
Okay. My family, una just join this as a cast TV to program Salon for Better. We do Gibril Bangura when a human rights activist where they talk for the freedom and the voiceless for people in Sierra Leone and able to talk. So now ain't who they talk to, we just really talk. But things the way they happen, but the present administration will let it but mother bio way then the punish the Sierra Leone people them but plan they all around the way, all around the globe. When they come into governance, what he do, he will pay for. What he not do, he will pay for. As Mr. Gibril Bangura don't do the in last word. I don't know if you get anything for say back, Mr. Bangura, because I want to round up this program and then we'll find another day for come back and talk about the things that really happen at the country. If not, Mr. Bangura, you all round up the program now.
Finally, let's say this again. This election will come. Not so because you na Liba, you na Feso, you na Mene, you na Lopo. It's about the survivor of with democracy. The survivor of the nation. Them people are them promise we say where they come, they will provide bread and butter. The Gary says where they meet with people and they eat, they don't take another. The bread and butter where they promise and say they not bring a cow. The Gary where they meet with people and they eat, they don't take another. law will stand tall. If you then kill your person in a Pademba wood, this election, where they come, now for you, you will watch me. If them kill your family member, not to move, this election, now for you. If them kill your family member na Lonsa, this election, now for you. If them kill your family member na Mile 91, this election, now for you. If them kill your family member na McKinney, this election, now for you. If they oppress you, harass you life, because you know to APC, you know to SLPP, this election are for you. If they sack you come on and you work, because you know to Mende, this election now for you. We all live on this together. Now we fight and kill Mendecracy come on as a law. We will not be vote for Mendecracy. Now democracy will be vote for. But now they don't turn into Mendecracy. We will make sure say Mendecracy die. They will go kill and dead. I tell you now, plenty thank you. And this is Gibril Bangura. Over to you, Abla.
Yes. Yeah. If I'm like as soon as I from Gibril Bangura, we don't talk about the constitution, we don't talk about waiting things in the ground, na the country or the propaganda where the all people Congress on the SLPP they gone with. And now waiting we get for do Gibril Bangura don't get around up and the propaganda where the people in the gone with na the country. When people in the suffer na the country, all thing don't go up. Then people are then come they say then come with change. And when I see the change where then come with. Pass until una we not believe in God. But if you not believe in God, una see the kind things the way Sierra Leoneans said they go on with right now. Una know see them people are not to manage them come and na damage. Na imada bio can damage. And when they look people in the look say or the political point of view or whatever. Somebody don't do it 20 something year. You know, get any pace stop where you can show say work. Una total, una go make us president. Where people and talk, una change for people and misbehave for people and now we don't put to people in part trouble. So we found them like as Gibril Bangura don't talk, we I believe say in the voice of the voiceless. I don't say no to today the effect for salon people them. We they carry on the program here. It's Sakasivi and una no say Madabio. Bogodo you don't do for the country. Na damage na they can damage. Fatima na damage. Then guy there how you see they not 100% get that DNA as Sierra Leoneans. Na so they carve for damage. Because Madabio in Papa we born na fishing they can't fishing. Then they na Ghana in Papa komo. But na yagida mi juko dem be dey sing. Asati ko talk home me gbese ma wo na de mother be in Papa komo na Ghanaian. So they make any way they do. As you get up, you know when we go na Ghana. When you think of Fatima Bio, up, it don't go na Gambia. When you think of Lawrence River, up, it don't go Liberia. This fisher where they play with Salon and the constitution of the SLPP where they go in and out. A piece of ways to go. They call that dirty way. Damn dirty bobo. Where it can for let it look and make and do waiting right now the constitution and decide what it for be. It depends on the Falamada bill. And Madam be always something happy. Madam be okay for when we go Ghana. Unless we the international treaty. If no. We will cut our so short for today, and by next week we will come for una and this fisher bobo and they call him a fisher bobo because you say you know a judge na a court they follow social media say Adebayo cost you mama because he cost you mama. You work on the respectable somebody who will born you. Where even respectable past the president we get on ambassador for the asane. Again, respect past mother be owner the president who native man you have come for country in the country. Tell and say if for call Adebayo, let Adebayo apologize public. Now complete disrespect. I don't know if you papa your mother around for let we compare them with the camera where you bring respect to. So for no go further than that, we they round down up now so to the people them. And we plan to get today now Gibril Bangura when a human rights activist. They don't do listen over the past 5-6 years and always they talk and they come to past because they do the right thing and they love the people them. So people them we'll round up this program today. We technical engineer will get today na Saka Stevie now I'm just telling me ba and also in the producer and me na Abdullah Mansari, and we will come back to na next week and do na update of what's in the happy on Tata.